It's the second day of Wing Games 2018. It's a Friday evening, just coming up on to 10 to 9 into our 12th hour of live broadcast. Going into the two-way dynamic. Domi, what's happening now with the two-way?
So we're moving to the two-way now, and what's going to happen is, we had those 6 teams getting a bye yesterday from the top 6 teams of the qualifiers, and then today what we've been watching, all those teams battling up to eventually arriving with 2 top teams going into those quarterfinals. Right now, we're going to have 2 rounds deciding on who's going to battle against who tomorrow. This has been divided in 2 different pools. The top 4 from yesterday's ranking, and then the next 4.
Yes.
So the 5 and 6 from yesterday, and the 2 that got their place today into the quarterfinals.
Right.
So this first pool of 4 is going to battle it up into a speed round, a free round, and a speed round, ending up with a final ranking. The second pool is also going to do the same thing. So we're going to have a ranking from 1 to 4 on this first pool, top pool, and then the ranking of 1 to 4 into this bottom pool. And tomorrow, number 1 of pool number 1 is going to meet up number 4 of pool number 2, and like this, in order to make that the strongest team don't meet too early on in the tournament.
So just to confirm, what we're going to see now is a 4-way fight, not a 2-way fight.
Exactly. It's not going to be a head-to-head battle. It's going to be 4 teams battling up. And so we basically, the battle system in this 2-way competition only happens towards the very end.
Right.
Everything else, the qualifier and the beginning of the tournament, still has the speed round time, and the free rounds get a score instead of being a head-to-head battle.
Well, I can hear the wind speed increasing. That's our little cue that the action is about to get underway. So who have we got in the first battle, Domi? Who are the 4 teams?
So the first 4 teams is going to be this second pool. So basically ranking 5 to 8 of yesterday's qualifier and today's beginning of the tournament. We have the VA Beach Boy, the Windstar, Airspace Unleashed, and Gravity. Gravity, being currently ranked 8, is going to start, and then we'll move up to Airspace Unleashed, currently at 7th, Windstar 6, and VA Beach Boy 5.
Starting off with the speed round, the clock is on and they are through. Do we know what the draw is for this round, Domi?
Yes, so we are looking at a head-up switching snake into a half barrel roll 180 into some mixed circles. We can see Ben here waiting for his teammate, very wise, because sometimes when flyer number 1 flies faster than number 2, you just go full throttle, don't wait. And when you do that, you risk a desynchronization bust, which, well, obviously you don't need.
Yeah.
And also, not only you can be busted by the judges for desynchronization, but also you're pushing your teammate to a bust, because he's always trying to catch up with you, cutting his trajectory shortest and having more risk of getting a bust. So it's always a wise choice for flying number 1, even if he is technically individually faster, to wait for flying number 2. And here in this team, it started off a bit as a coach-player type of lineup. Ben Rohn has been competing for a really long time, and is one of the best flyers in the world. Garth, when he started competing with Ben, was a bit more of a rookie, but now after a few years flying together, he's really picked up his game, and it's incredible to see him fly at this level now. I know he was always struggling a little bit in competition, always flying better out than in, and he's really doing better now.
Clean round, Domi, 77.379.
Very nice round for the boys. I'm sure he's happy. And again, as I was saying before, Garth, who used to struggle with competition nerves, is doing marvelous at this competition, really keeping his head in the game, performing to its best, and it's really a joy to watch those 2 blossom finally together.
Yeah, it really is. So there we go, 77.379, the first of these speed rounds. Speed, free, and the speed. Here we go with the Airspace Unleashed.
Airspace Unleashed. So the 2 teams, those 2 teams are the ones who were not automatically qualified for the quarterfinals and won their spot in there today during this knockout tournaments part. And I know those guys are eager to prove their worth. Ooh, a little bit of a hiccup here, flying up there in the diffuser for flyer number 2, which I believe is Fred, but he picked himself back up, and they're back in the game. Middle of the routine now, just on the 35-second mark, so that's looking good for those guys. If they can keep it clean, they have a chance of taking that round versus the Gravity Boys. All right, starting this third page with this head-up switching snake. Over and under the ring with the 180 barrel. Into the mixed circles. They're almost done with their routine.
Keep your eye on the clock, 77.3.
Oh, they are gonna take it.
Yeah.
Nice, 71.813. That is way faster than the Gravity Boys.
Very convincing there, Domi.
Very nice round from the boys. I'm sure they're gonna be very happy with that. So that is the new score to beat for Airspace Unleashed, 71.813. Okay, seems like next up getting ready to enter the VA Beach Boy. So those guys just flew in the four-way competition.
Yeah, guns and waffles.
With so basically one in a row, right? We
Yeah.
just saw the Airspace Unleashed and now the VA Beach Boy. They are teammate in four-way, but they are opponents right now in the two-way competition.
71.813 is a new target.
And you know, all of those guys here, they're flying their heart out and really trying to get as high as they can. But honestly, for anybody in this second part of the bracket, those four teams, VA Beach Boy, Windstar, Airspace Unleashed, and Gravity, pretty much no matter how they rank on this, they're going to be up against an incredibly good teams. Because
Yeah.
the top four teams here, Windor GB, Team Aspire, Vipers, and Windor DC, they are switching, taking rounds. All of them are capable of being the fastest, and whoever you're going to meet is going to be a really, really tough fight.
Yes.
Nice round from the VA Beach Boys now, keeping it clean, getting towards the end of the routine into their final vertical. Over, under the ring, down into the circles. One half head up, backing up, getting back on their head, into their feet, back up, crossing the sideline, and out the door.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Ooh, 71.739.
Well, that answers Airspeed Unleashes 71.813. The
Oh my
Beach
God,
Boys
how
have just done it.
Just not even a hundredth of a second faster. This is incredibly tight.
Yeah, less than 100th of a second in it.
So this is the new time to beat the Windstar. Can they do it, Regan?
Yeah, well, 71.183, 71.739 for those two teams. Gravity with 77.379. I think they can. They're in and away. Less than
Also-
70 seconds? Less than 70 seconds?
I believe they can do it.
Yeah.
But also we've seen 3 clean rounds, 0 busts so
Yeah.
far on those 3 previous teams. So the pressure is definitely on for the Windor Stars guys.
And after this, we'll be going into the battles with the first 4 teams. After the little break.
The pressure is on for the Windstars. They know they need to fly clean, a single bust and they're out of this first round for sure. They also need to fly fast because the teams before them have been putting the bar pretty high.
.7 is the target.
Getting into their final mixer. They are done with the last mixer now. They're getting into the compulsory exit sequence. 69, can they do it?
71.7 to beat.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Very close, but not fast enough. 72.292. A demonstration of dynamic flying here for all of those teams. Clean round, 0 bust from any of those 4 teams. Definitely
Brilliant,
showing
brilliant.
that they deserve a spot in this quarterfinal. That was really, really good flying there, Regan.
It was. VA Beach Boys take it 71.739. We'll be back with more action very shortly. Join us.